So today's visit is a tour of the state apartments, which is in the Dublin Castle complex. That's sort of the outside of the castle right there. We're sort of walking in one of the gates into a courtyard, and there are a number of different state buildings within this complex. So it's a fairly large complex, and I think most of the original castle is probably not here. Most of what you're saying is more closer to the 18th century. Most of this would have been the government of the newly formed Irish Republic, and also would have been the headquarters when it was under English rule. So today's tour is of the state apartments, which is sort of like the residence. They have official functions here. When they elect a new president every 7 years, they have the inauguration in this building. They'll also have state visitors come and be hosted at this structure. So, which means that if there is a function going on, the building may be closed to tourists. So do check before you come. I always sort of keep a few of these tours in my back pocket. So if the weather is inclement and you want to do something indoors, then this would be a very good choice. So the OPW card. So the Republic of Ireland sells an OPW card, which is a state restoration group, and they manage and they have repaired many different historic sites throughout Ireland, and thus the card would be accepted at those sites. So you pay one time for the card. I think it's like €40, and I think it's closer to about €30 if you are senior, and if you are senior from another country, they will accept your senior citizen from different countries. So anyway, the OPW, if you use it 4 times for admission, it pretty much pays for itself. So it is wise to get it. So here we are. We're just walking through the different rooms in the apartments, if you will. Now, this was also the headquarters of the British administration when it was under British rule, and in 1921, 1922, when Ireland got its independence, the building was handed back over to the new republic. I guess that would have been the Anglo-Irish Treaty in December of 1921, handed over to the newly formed provisional government led by Michael Collins, quite a famous character from the 1920s. Again, admission as a single would be €8 per adult, and it does look like I'm correct. It looks like it is for the OPW card. It's €40, and I think it's €30 for seniors, which are 60 years of age and over. So the state apartments in the upper yard are mostly used by the Lord Lieutenant for personal accommodations and public entertaining, and used by the Irish government for official engagements like hosting state visits, inaugurations of the president, which happens every 7 years. So, all right, enjoy the video. Oh, I will say, so again, you kind of have to be into this sort of historic thing. It's a little bit on the boring side. I mean, you know, it's not like it's old 400, 700-year-old building. Most of it was built in the 1800s. So we're talking in terms of Europe, it's fairly newish. But this is kind of what you're going to be looking at. You have to decide if this is your thing. I think it's a great option when the weather is inclement and cold and wet outside. So enjoy the video.